and welcome to another episode of the Mighty Movie Pod. My name is Ryan.
Hi, it's me, Josh.
We're back for another episode. We're in your ear holes on this hot summer day.
You got to get a new line, man.
Well, one day they said a podcast would come. And we're here to come again, all up in the listeners' ear pussies.
Wow. Oh, my God. What just happened?
So that's another way we could go.
Don't say ear pussy.
What's up, Josh?
Just trying to process what just happened.
Are you beating the heat?
No.
It's a hot one.
It's a hot one out there, folks. Stay hydrated. You're listening to Rye Dog and the Hambone.
Maybe go to your local theater and try to stay cool. Except when I was at the theater, it wasn't that cool.
No, it was actually kind of hot, dude.
Yeah. They're trying to save money. They're showing 45 minutes of trailers. They're not putting any butter on the popcorn.
No.
And they're like setting the thermostat to 83.
They're putting all the butter on the Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, exactly.
I had that song stuck in my fucking head all morning, and I don't know why.
Do you have a Pop-Tart?
No, I don't have any Pop-Tarts.
Neither
I
do
should
I.
get Pop-Tarts, man. I
haven't had a Pop-Tart in a long time.
I haven't had a Pop-Tart in forever.
There was a minute there when we were playing Battlefield. I'm sure you remember when we were playing Battlefield 3.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "What's for lunch?" and stuff. And my wife, girlfriend at the time, would bring me a sandwich in like a cactus cooler, maybe a Geno's pizza, but also when I was hungry and I'd snack while we were both unemployed, just fucking. We were professional Battlefield 3 players in our minds.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were getting paid for that. We weren't.
I would eat Pop-Tarts. People who toast their Pop-Tarts, by the way, heathens.
No, man, no, because we went over this. Well, I remember this discussion. I think we've even done it here way back in the day. But no, we had that discussion while playing said Battlefield. It's the iced ones that you don't toast.
You're right.
But the plain ones, those are the ones that I like. I like the unfrosted.
You're right. The unfrosted, you get that browning on the front of it, and it gives it a little bit of, it kind of caramelizes, gives it a little flavor.
A little bit of that cookie crunch too. Yeah. You know, it's like eating a Fig Newton that stayed out for too long.
You're right. But frosted Pop-Tarts, don't.
Oh, no, because it just turns the entire outer layer, the frosting layer, into like a
fucking crystallized,
dude, it's like glass.
Like brittle. Yeah, yes. It's like brittle. Yeah.
It is on par in mouth cutting potential, on par with Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Oh,
Captain
God.
Crunch was a monstrous cereal. The only thing that good came out of Captain Crunch was the little peanut, when they had the little peanut butter ones in it.
Yeah,
that shit was good.
Brandon was looking up, telling me about my brother was telling me about Pink Box donuts. They have one in Vegas. Oh, I love cereal. I put cereal on frosted or on frozen yogurt or whatever. Like one time when I went to a Nitro Creamery, I just had it incorporated into the ice cream itself. But I always do like Fruity Pebbles. You know what I mean? If it's not in milk, they're delicious because they don't turn soggy in 1 second. But
no, because they're just colored and flavored Rice Krispies.
Yes, but they had a donut that had Captain Crunch on the outs, and I was like, why would you want to eat a donut that destroys the roof of your mouth?
No. The only topping for a donut that is acceptable is sprinkles.
I agree.
That's it, man.
I agree.
That's it.
But I think if you put some Fruity Pebbles on there, I'd be into it. It's like a sprinkle.
I used to
you know people call sprinkles jimmies?
What?
You know people call it, and like it's a Northeast thing. The jimmies.
Jimmies?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not putting Jimmy all over my donut.
Yeah.
Man.
You want jimmies on that?
I don't want Jimmy on my donut.
All
right. No, I remember when I would go get frozen yogurt, they had Golden Grams in there too, and I would take them and just like crumble them up real quick in between my hands. Yeah, and just like, oh man, that shit was good on vanilla. Ooh.
Yeah, like a Blizzard or something like that, where they like crumble it appropriately and incorporate.
Or they got like the busted up Oreo.
But imagine just a donut with a Captain Crunch on the top.
No, that ruined. I love donuts. It's like one of the few pastries that I thoroughly enjoy.
Same.
And like. No, I don't want to walk through a minefield just to get to the doughy goodness underneath.
I agree. I don't know how we got on this, but
sounds like a nightmare.
But they also have, you know what I have? I have had something Pop-Tart related probably in the last year or so. They had Pop-Tart bites. So there, you don't toast those, obviously.
Seen those. Yeah.
It was good. I was like, oh yeah, it's like I would have preferred that over me opening the foil and trying not to get those little sprinkles everywhere while I'm playing Battlefield.
Gets in the way of my league gaming. No, dude, I got on that toaster strudel game for a while there. Mm-hmm. Little pricey, but then the store brands started coming out and they were comparable.
All right, Josh, here's the question.
All right.
Do you take the frosting packet and do you run it under hot water, or do you hold it like an idiot above the toaster and hope that it warms up enough?
You throw it in the hot water.
Okay.
Man.
I was wondering.
Yeah, why would I fucking know? You're going to get the plastic all in there or burn the fuck out of your finger.
I know, but that was always my play.
Nah, dude.
I try to dangle it just so.
Why would you do that?
And do this.
Why would you do that?
And then massage it a little bit and then do this. Like I'm roasting a marshmallow. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like your microwave strategy where you're just like, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's what I do.
When I hear it boiling over, it's good to go.
The wattage of my microwave does not line up with the directions for anything. So I just put it for we have the same microwave. So I just put it for like 5 minutes and I'm like, I'll look at it in a couple minutes.
I just set everything at 2 and then at 1, I'll pop it open and take a look at it. And I'm like, all right. This can go a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I think the only thing that I've been able to fucking actually cook according to the instructions are like some mac and cheese, frozen mac and cheeses. It's the only thing that seems to work.
Yeah, because sometimes they want you to overcook that shit anyway.
Oh yeah, dude.
They're like wait until the edges are fucking impenetrable.
Yeah, exactly. Wait till there's a fine crust formed along the ridge. Yeah, no, dude. Because like the ones I buy, it's like 4 minutes, open it up, stir 2 minutes. Yeah. You know, and then dude, and it comes out fine every time. So
because a legit microwave, Josh, like one that would go over the stove or something in a house. 30 seconds on a slice of pizza, more than good. If I'm microwaving a slice of pizza in my microwave, it's a minute, if not a little over a minute.
Oh, dude. Yeah, man. Every single time, dude. I'm like, why do I do an extra 30? It looks kind of good, but it's also kind of chilly right here. Fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want, and then like I'll put it in for like another 30 and then I pull it out and it's just like melted
way
into
too much.
The fucking, yeah.
It depends. I might be thinking of 2 slices, but yes, 30 is not enough, even for 1 slice.
Dude, I tried to microwave 2 hot dogs at the same time the other day, dude.
What are you, a chemist?
Obviously not, because dude, they were right by each other. One fucking scalding hot, burned my thumb because it had a little blister, and I went to pick it up. I was like, ah! And the other one, fucking like it just came out of the fridge. I was like, what? You're next to each other. What is one stealing all the warmth?
All right, Josh, here's the problem that I have with what you just said.
What?
Well, I know.
Oh, my God.
I know convenient. I know convenience. But you could have put those in a pan, and it probably would have taken you like an extra minute and a half.
Listen.
And they would have been nice.
Ryan, I don't know if you know this, but I've got a galaxy to save right now, man. I don't got time for proper hot doggery, all right?
That's true.
Because normally, it's either on the pan, just roast enough.
Or you put it on a fork and roast it over the stove.
I've never done that, but I've thought about it so many times. I did that. Just do a little indoor barbecue.
I did that once because my brother, again, he's an idiot. He told me he told me to do that, or like that's his method, I think. But I was like way too drunk and I was making one for my wife and I just wasn't paying attention. Not only did I burn the shit out of my hand because the fork got hot, but I roasted that hot dog basically to a charred crisp.
I remember seeing that on your hand and asking you about it. You're like, I don't want to talk about it. I was like, all right. You're like, it's this whole crazy thing.
I come up from the lake, man. It was not a good time to start roasting hot dogs over an open stove.
Dude, sometimes I'll boil them too, just street dog
style. That's an old school. Yeah, if you're looking for a little comfort, some nostalgia in your hot dog.
Exactly. Sometimes I want a street dog, man.
Yeah. Like I want this to taste like it came from a cart.
Exactly.
Tepid water.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's opening banter. We do Pop-Tarts. We do have movies to talk about.
We do.
Well, we won't bury the lead here.
I was gonna say, do you want to start with Widow first, or do you want to go?
Let's talk. Let's give the people what they want. Let's talk about.
They're waiting for the Black Widow news.
Black Widow. Well, I mean, we've been hyping it up for a year,
right?
And then we're kind of drug our feet on talking about it for a number of reasons. But
get to the B-dub.
What did you think, Josh, of Black Widow?
It's a weird movie, man.
Yeah.
It's a weird movie. I enjoyed it a lot. Like, I really, really liked that movie. But there is also a lot about that movie that's like it's like a movie in thirds, basically, for me, where like the big part of the pie, I love it. It's great. Another part of it that takes up a good chunk is it's just like, this is fucking weird, man. Like, I don't... Should I be laughing right now? I know that they're telling a joke, but the timing is weird, and it doesn't... Like, I know Marvel's, like, whole thing is just, like, improv. Like, all of Iron Man was pretty much unscripted. But, like, this, I was just like, we're hanging on these bits that aren't that good to begin with, or it feels like you just came up with this on the spot. I don't know that's how improv works, but I mean, like, it feels like you really like pushed this idea before you went out and shot what you were supposed to shoot, and they're like, oh, it sounds brilliant, let's go with that.
Yeah.
And then there's another part. The other part, slightly smaller than the rest of the pie, is just like, this is fucking stupid. Because there's a lot of shit in there that I think is stupid.
Yeah, same. I really liked the movie overall. If you were to ask me, like, how is it? I would be like, I liked it, but the movie's just kind of okay.
Yeah, people that have asked me about it in person, they're like, what'd you think? And I'm like, I liked it, but it's kind of bizarre. I don't know. It's an okay movie, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's okay. That's how I would say. But Josh, and this is what we're gonna get into spoilers right now. You're warned. It's been enough time. Watch it because of the language I have to use to discuss something that I want to talk about. It's going to spoil something. So anyway, but Josh,
the most important part of
the movie, Taskmaster has finally made it to the big screen.
Kind of.
And she is a fucking badass, and I was impressed right when she showed up and swung in, blew her car up and swung in there, dragging the sword and kicking her ass. And I was like, dude, Taskmaster don't fuck around. Not only that, first of all, I'm right. It's a woman, and I knew it would be.
Yeah, no, dude, it was funny because, like, in the opening credits, I was sitting there seeing all the names and whoops, shit, bumped the mic. They run through the opening credits and everything, and Olga Kurilenko came up, and I was like, oh, I know who that is. She wasn't listed in the cast on IMDb.
Nope.
That's Taskmaster. Right? I was right. But then, like, throughout the whole movie, I'm like, wait, no. Is that a lady? That's a dude. That is clearly that's a girl. Okay, that's a girl. And it was literally just like split second shots where it was very obviously a woman and then very obviously a guy. And I like how they kind of kept that ambiguous, except when at the end of the movie when she takes off the mask and everything, and it's
a very big shoulder.
She's got
pads.
this very tiny neck and this very slender face and these huge arms. Like she does not move that lively in that ridiculous armor.
Because if you remember, I was like, it's going to be a woman, but I was scared that was going to play into kind of ruining the character's power set, origins, stuff like that. That changes that, but I wasn't so worried about that.
Yeah.
But the power set, I'm like, Taskmaster has to be Taskmaster. Right when she shows up, looking at the Avengers fighting, just sitting there staring, watching. Florence Pugh is like, yeah, it's like fighting a mirror, and I was like, cool, awesome, character's good. Yes, it's, it has implications that it's not just some mercenary who's super cool and uses their powers for just being evil because they don't give a shit. It was like, no, man,
Taskmaster gives a lot of shits, dude. He just he wants to get paid.
Yeah,
he likes getting paid.
So like that aspect is ruined, but they never bring villains back for a second time unless you're Loki anyway. So like,
I feel like she might come back with whatever they're doing with U.S. Agent, and stuff, because he was a part of the Thunderbolts, and apparently that's what everybody's thinking is happening.
Yeah,
but
you get what I'm saying. It's fine if that doesn't all track because it's a one movie villain anyway. As long as the power set's there, I was happy, and she was cool and menacing, and
I know some people
didn't say anything goofy. But Which is
I kind of missed the whole blue collar kind of everyman that I've always liked that about Taskmaster. That's the only thing. And I had one other complaint.
I completely agree. However, beggars can't be choosers, and I'm also like at least and like knowing how movie adaptations go. It could have been better, but also it could have been way worse.
I mean, they could have done what they did with Civil War, where they pumped up Crossbones and then blew him up 5 minutes later.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still mad about that. But it begs the question: did she train?
Yeah, did she train
Rumlow? That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But no, the biggest complaint I had about the way the Taskmaster was handled.
There was a Hydra connection, if you remember.
Yes.
When Red Guardian was undercover in a Shield, quote unquote, base,
and it would have been a Hydra base.
And they said Hydra at the time. Yeah. So who
knows? The one thing that I didn't like about the way that they handled Taskmaster.
Also, no, it's impossible. We're forgetting the age difference. She was a child.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Well, not during Civil War.
Yeah, but it takes a while to move up in
Shield. but she's also about the same age as Rumlow is.
Yeah, and they changed the origin of that's the one problem. Is like Taskmaster's not out there training other people.
That's right. Yeah, why would the guy
she just works for her dad.
Why would the guy that runs the Red Room No, the biggest problem that I had was they kind of winter soldiered Taskmaster, where she's just this dead, silent, like, wake him up, we got to kill the guy, kind of thing. And I didn't like that. That felt...
And that's the problem.
Derivative.
Making it like a big twist. That it was a woman, or especially who the character was. Is the reason you couldn't have like a Taskmaster who says goofy shit.
See, I feel like they could have still done, maybe not make him be goofy, everyman kind of, the blue collar dude that I was talking about, but he could voice filtration.
Yeah,
and just have him be a asshole.
Just be a dick.
Be Rumlow. Rumlow is a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just give it. It's just when they first brought her in and they plug it, they're like, activate the Taskmaster, and I was just like, are you fucking serious? Did they just winter soldier fucking Taskmaster? That just felt a little derivative to me, but I still enjoyed the shit out of her. I mean, they fight on a solar panel.
Yeah,
pretty dope.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I'm just happy they didn't ruin it as much as I had imagined they could have.
Exactly. Well, dude, she still had a fantastic showing. Personality's different.
Sure. Which is a big part of liking Taskmaster for me. It's not just the power set.
Oh, yeah.
It's the character himself.
Oh, yeah. Taskmaster's amazing.
The fact that was ripped out is disappointing.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, at least, so they took out 2/3. But at least they kept in the one thing, and it was actually Taskmaster.
Yeah,
it wasn't
still had the memory.
It wasn't like the helmet came off, and it was another character.
Yeah,
playing.
Yeah, you were afraid it was going to be Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, or anybody else that we've known.
It was Black Widow.
Yeah, that we've known previously. You know what I mean? Like. The fact that it was Taskmaster actually just was Taskmaster.
Yeah, so. God, they take it off and it's fucking Corey Stoll from Ant-Man.
Who knows? Any number of things they could have done. But you're right. They could have done so much better, and I understand people who are upset, but my expectations were well in check.
Yeah.
And
because you thought it was going to be awful, and it ended up being really good.
Yeah. So, and because of that, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. I just didn't like the Winter Soldier angle that they did with it.
For sure.
That's about it.
I thought the same thing. If that scene didn't have her staring at the thing and doing her thing before they plugged it in and activated her, I would have been like, so it's just one.
I still don't understand how the activation works. Like, is there a sound that goes through the helmet, or
I honestly think it's just gives her objective in the helmet or something.
Oh, there's like a H
because he says he doesn't like to look at her.
Yeah. You mean Jeffrey Weinstein?
Yeah.
No.
Fucking, Weinstein doesn't like to look at her.
Yeah, Jeffrey Weinstein was what I was called him because he's like Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein and Martin Scorsese for saying that they're not real films.
He does look a lot like Martin Scorsese in the movie.
Yeah, it's just except for Martin Scorsese's not a sleaze bag, but they just got a guy who just is sleaze.
Ray Winstone. Mm-hmm. He either plays like a really cool hard ass or he plays just scum of the earth, and he does both pretty well. I've always liked Ray Winstone.
If you want to talk about the plot, I guess we could do that. Got Taskmaster out of the way, the most important bit.
Yeah, the plot was one of the things that I kind of struggled with in the movie because at one point I was like, wait, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
We're taking down the Red Room.
Yeah. And then I was, yeah.
Why? Because my sister said we should.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt like that's kind of what I was talking about it being weird and bad was like, it gets really lost in these improv family discussions.
Oh, hang on. You're right. But also, I forgot. She thought that she had already ended the Red Room.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, right. It's still going. So she's like, well, I better finish what I started. That was the motivation.
Yeah, that was, I mean, and I get it. You know, Cap thought he killed Hydra, but apparently he didn't. And this has a lot of Winter Soldier Captain America Winter Soldier vibes without entirely feeling like they're doing the same movie. It's not quite as good as Winter Soldier, but I like that this movie, this is where the feeling weird about the humor came in for me. There's a lot of dark shit in this movie. This movie's kind of depressing.
Yeah.
You know?
Agreed.
And then
especially the intro, like the opening scene is cool, but the implications immediately after and the slideshow and all that stuff. I'm always like, Jesus, this is the way to start a movie, huh?
No shit. Yeah, I really liked that. I did not care for the Zack Snyder opening.
Yeah,
that was a little weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, they're handling like basically human trafficking.
Yeah.
You know, and brainwashing. And just like awful fucking shit. Dude.
Yeah.
And then they're cracking wise the whole time, especially David Harbour's character, who really didn't serve a purpose at all in the movie. Like they had to break him out of jail.
But because he was helping, but I think he wasn't doing what he wanted to get revenge on Jeff Weinstein. He wanted to get revenge on Jeff Weinstein, and everything they were fighting for, he didn't care about that.
I feel like honestly, he just wanted to be Red Guardian again. I don't think he even wanted
He was
revenge.
a true believer. He's like, no, dude.
Oh, dude, he has Karl Marx tattooed on his fingers, man. That guy was in it.
He's like, no, everything we did was awesome. Like he has a little bit of feelings for him, but not really.
He has a lot of feelings for Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, and
that was pretty nasty.
And he's like, sure, I'll help you because fuck that guy. But overall, he was like, no, he dug everything that he did.
Yeah, communism. This is great, dude.
Communism, bullshit, fucking undercover work. Yeah, I'm a super soldier. Yeah, he was there for comic relief and a little bit of world building, I guess.
Yeah. It's just the one thing that bothered me a lot was there was never a moment to breathe away from the wacky. Sure. You know, like there'd be some like I really liked the dinner table scene where Florence Pugh feels real sad, you know, and she's like, this was real, you know, and you think about it, she was like 5, you know, like, of course they were her real family and everything. And then, you know, she takes off to go, you know, deal with her emotions. And then right away we're back at like she's not even gone for a second and we're cracking wise again. And I'm just like, can we just hang on this for a minute? Like, I know Marvel's supposed to be wacky, but let's let this go for a bit. And that's where I think Winter Soldier did a little bit of this more serious stuff better. Like we didn't go from Peggy has Alzheimer's to like Steve making jokes about her not remembering. Like we had a good emotional scene there. It was very heartfelt.
Yeah.
And then I've seen a lot of people get upset about Florence Pugh making the joke about what happened to the widows.
Yeah. Which they had talked about in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that was where it was introduced. Was in Age of Ultron.
But that was her character.
And I also found
was a coping mechanism for her.
And I also found that scene to be very sarcastic.
Yes.
Like he's sitting there talking about how great it was and how awesome everything is, and this is awesome. And she's like, "Oh yeah, it's great having your uterus pulled out."
Yeah, she's trying to make him feel like an asshole. And at the same time, that was her character the whole time. And she's like, she's kind of tries to cope with shit by kind of making jokes or
and she's also a no bullshit kind of person. I really liked Florence Pugh's character a lot. Like a lot of movies I've noticed where they do a big ensemble, the main character seems to always take a back seat.
Fade in the back.
Yeah, like Black Widow did not matter much at all. Neither did Rachel Weisz's character, honestly. Honestly, it could have just been David Harbour and Florence Pugh, and it probably would have been
about the same. They did the whole swapping thing.
Yeah. I don't know. And then there's Marvel's heavy-handed, we don't know how to write strong women characters without it being incredibly cringeworthy. We gotta beat you over the head with it right at the end, and it's just like, no. Take your cues from Wonder Woman, the first one, definitely not the second one, definitely not the second one.
The first one,
first one. Because
or Justice League. Or Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, because Wonder Woman's fucking great in that movie, and we thought we were really going to get a lot more, Zack Snyder movie with women.
Yeah, true.
I was expecting Sucker Punch stuff, and I got pretty much the same Wonder Woman. I was impressed.
Yep,
with his restraint.
Yeah. True. Yeah, I mean, they did the girl power thing at the end. They've been doing that over and over again.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish just once it felt natural and genuine and not
Yeah, I guess
stupid.
Yeah, the hysterectomy thing.
I've seen people complain about that, but I honestly thought, I was just like, yeah, no, she's fucking telling him like it is. Like, oh yeah, you want to talk about the glory days? Guess what happened to me?
Graphic shit happened to me. Yeah, and like, of course, they did a little improv there, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It is what it is. I think
I liked that part.
Yeah, I think they were always in charge, like David Harbour, and it wasn't like a Ghostbusters thing with Thor, where like the one male character is a total buffoon.
Yeah.
Like it was just they were annoyed by him.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like we're all the smart ones and he's a total idiot. Everybody had a job to do.
Exactly.
And there were and there were feelings there between a father-daughter thing there for a minute.
Well, and then when he's talking to her in the bedroom at that part, like you can tell this dude just doesn't know how to deal with these feelings.
Yeah.
It's...
but like he was never talking down like I should be in charge or this and that.
Oh yeah.
Like it was all them and they planned it out. So like that was the good stuff. But yes, at the end where it's like a bunch of these women standing around like we did it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, I know. I mean, one person blew it up, but yeah, all right.
Yeah, exactly. Technically, she did.
Yeah, you were trying to kill all.
Yeah,
of them.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the magic,
it wasn't for the grenade mist.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the magic red, you guys would be fucked.
Yeah.
No, I did like what they did with David Harbour because they opened the movie with him being pretty fucking badass.
Yeah.
And then when we cut to the prison scene, he's just breaking arms and shit and making jokes and just being a dickhead.
Like he could obviously break out if he really wanted to,
but then he does. Yeah.
But he just stayed because he's like, that dude betrayed me, and if I go back, like he's probably a legend in that prison, and if he were to break out, nobody would know who he is.
Nobody would know, and that matters to him more than anything. Have you seen the rumors online that the Captain America he keeps talking about fighting is Isaiah?
It's probably Isaiah. Yeah. Yep. That's a good. That'd be cool.
And he's been locked away the whole time, so he would not know that that's not that Steve is back.
Well, he would, right? Because he knew that Black Widow. He immediately asked Natasha about him.
All he does is ask her about the Avengers and Captain America.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. He never specifies what the guy looks like. So I think that he knows she's with the Avengers and worked with Captain America, but he probably doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's speculation bullshit, but
sure.
I do like the theory that because the timelines would match up.
Yeah, if he's not lying, it would have to be.
Yeah. I don't think he would ask as earnestly as he was because it really mattered to him. So I think he did fight Captain America. I don't think it was Steve.
No, there's no way. He would have still been on ice.
Exactly. No, but yeah, they open the movie with him protecting the family and everything like that, and he's running as fast as the plane, and he's bullseyeing guys while he's hanging onto a wing, and he's super competent, super good, and everything.
And that was a really subdued, like cool. It was more about the situation, less about the spectacle. It was a good action scene.
It reminded me a lot of like the early Bourne films. I really enjoyed that scene a lot. But yeah, and then turns out he's just a piece of shit, you know, and he's really good at his job, but he's an asshole. Like I liked Red Guardian's story a lot, but I kind of still at some point I was just like, the fuck is he here?
Yeah, and that's probably why he got put in jail, because it's just that guy probably just didn't want to deal with him anymore. He's such an idiot.
Well, yeah, he's a loudmouth, obviously, so he's just blabbing all his espionage shit to any Russian that'll listen to him. So fucking idiot, but it's a mixed bag. Yeah, it's strange, man. I remember there was one scene that kind of made me cringe, and it was when they were breaking him out of prison, and she's flying the helicopter, and like
somebody do something.
Natasha like has this little like prissy girl temper tantrum with her sister. She's like, "What are you doing?" And like stomps her foot, and I was like, "The fuck is happening right now?"
Yeah. Yeah, they managed to do a car chase better than Black Panther. It's a terrible car chase.
Oh God!
But
yeah.
My wife was like, okay, so does anybody get hurt when they get in these fucking car wrecks?
No, like
it's the second time she's rolled over in a car.
They hit it with a rocket.
Yeah.
It rolls, flips over like 19 times, slides down a fucking subway staircase, and slams into a pillar. And they just get out like, whoa, that was weird.
Wow, oh damn.
It reminds me of the Hannibal Buress joke when he's playing Grand Theft Auto and he shoots that girl in the face. She's like, "Oh, you're being weird."
But yeah, the car chase itself, though, before the characters with huge plot armor happens.
Yeah, that's the one thing is we needed to see these guys get the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah,
like I mean. That was a little odd because in every other Marvel movie, everybody gets the crap beat out of them. Like, look at Steve in Winter Soldier or Tony and Steve in Civil War.
You know what I just realized, Josh?
What?
Do you remember what happened at the end of the movie? So Taskmaster, what's her name, goes with the widows.
Yeah.
But they all went off. I don't know what David Harbour did. But
I think David Harbour stayed with them.
But David Harbour was carrying the shield.
Yes.
Very interesting. Very interesting that shield is still there. And I wonder if Taskmaster might come back and maybe might not even be Olga Kurylenko.
Oh, you think we're gonna get in shape Red Guardian as Taskmaster?
No, I think we're gonna get a goofy, stupid Taskmaster who doesn't actually do anything.
Oh God, I hope not. Why do you keep doing this, man? You can't just let the good be good. You're just like, nope, it's gotta go bad.
It's gotta go bad. Like I said, keep your expectations low. Pleasantly surprised. Expectations, thief of joy. You know what I mean? So. Anyway, I wasn't even listening to what you were saying because I was like, oh my God, I forgot the last person holding that shield was David Harbour.
I forgot what I was talking about too because I just wanted to yell at you for being.
I was talking about could be awful. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. You were talking about people needed to get hurt. Somebody needed to because plot armor.
Yeah, it that's weird. Like break some bones, bust a nose. Like Natasha's been fucked up before in other movies. Yeah. You know, look in game. Mm-hmm. Infinity War, she gets the crap beat out of her in Infinity War. Yeah, it just felt weird that like I think only Rachel Weisz and David Harbour get roughed up a bit. I mean, fucking Florence Pugh jams a fucking rebar into a helicopter and gets blown backwards, not a scratch on her. She fell for like 10,000 feet too.
She got caught. Yeah, I mean, that's all I really got to say. I thought it was okay. I liked it. Taskmaster is cool.
The hand-to-hand combat scenes are very good. A lot of the some of the other ones are a little choppy, a little messy. It's weird because it kind of runs the whole gambit.
The big spectacle CGI stuff is a little whatever. Yeah. All of the stuff that they like actually filmed on locations or sets or whatever, pretty good. It's a mixed bag, and it comes together to mean pretty much nothing other than introducing her sister as a character into the world.
Yeah.
Because spoilers at the end of the movie, it's like, yeah, Black Widow's still fucking dead.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. Exactly. That's been a hot topic, I guess, too, amongst a lot of people. They're just like fucking people are talking about it, and they're like, spoilers. And they're just like,
she's dead.
She's been dead for years, man. You know, but it's also kind of interesting that some people are interested in this movie, but clearly have not seen any of the other movies.
True.
Which I find an interesting phenomenon.
That is interesting.
Yeah, because, I mean, I know people that haven't watched all of them, but some of them have watched at least the Infinity War and Endgame. So, you know, it's interesting, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I check it out.
Yeah, wait for it to come on Disney Plus for free because you can pay $30 to watch it. But I think like September or something.
I think it's September. Yeah.
It'll be there for free.
September,
you could probably wait, but if you want to go to a theater and sit with a bunch of people, it might be worth it.
Yeah.
Depends how you feel about it. Josh went to the theater; it was fine.
Dude, it was the first MCU movie I've seen where I didn't want to punch everybody in the audience.
Yeah. I stayed at home and watched it.
Everybody was chill, quiet, glad to be in the theater, enjoying a movie. It wasn't too crowded, which makes sense.
Makes sense because Fast 9 was only in theaters. So for people who didn't want to go, they're at home. So like me. So that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it was good, dude. It was a nice experience. Very quiet, very chill crowd.
Sweet. I still have to make the decision of if I'm going to go watch Dune or not.
I'm still trying to figure that out too. I watched the second trailer today and I was just like, taking some liberties.
God, yeah, that'll be a fun discussion.
Yeah,
I'll have to have my booklet out.
No, it's
explaining movie adaptations with a book that is way too large. Does this thing that you claim is important affect the actual narrative that they're trying to put forward at all?
Yes. Yes. I know what you're talking. That's not what I'm talking about, but I know what you're referencing, and yes, it does. Yes, it does. Have you ever read Dune?
In general, Josh, no, because it's probably going to be different.
That's true. That's true. And it's just, I brought it up mostly because I was like, I wonder how they're going to change that, because that was kind of a big deal in the book.
I'll tell you how. They're going to change it.
I know. Yeah. No, I'm just wondering how they're going to handle that society, because that was not how their society worked. That was the only thing I was bringing up.
Got it.
Lady Jessica being what she was a very big deal in their community. Anyway,
when you have time to explore that in a book for a chapter or two.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, for a chapter or two, it's like half the fucking
focusing
book.
On something. It depends.
Yeah.
I'll read fucking Dune. How does that sound? How big is it? Like this?
It's pretty fucking. There's a lot. Dune's a big book, man.
I'll audiobook it. Who reads it? David Lynch?
God,
I'd listen to that.
Oh God, I wish. No, it's weird. It's kind of like a half a audiobook. I have it too. I have the audiobook and I have the fucking paperback. And it's like half a radio play and like half narrated. So sometimes Lady Jessica has a lady voice, and other times it's the narrator doing this god awful screech for a woman's voice, and it's so he's one of those guys that's just like, I have to talk like this as a lady, and it's like, that's so irritating. Stop doing that.
That's funny.
No one sounds like that.
That might be a big episode where I want to yell at you, so maybe I'll have to do my due diligence on that one.
No, what I was talking about in the trailer was and I'm not against it, there's a lot more jokes in this Dune than there is in that fucking book, because that book is pretty fucking dry. Yeah. The humor that's in it is very dry. Really isn't that funny. But yeah, I was watching this one and I was just kind of like, oh, they're joking around with each other, taking some liberties. I like that.
Yeah, it makes sense coming from 2049.
Yeah.
Got to break it up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in 2049 was actually pretty damn funny in places too. There were some good jokes in that.
So it makes sense with Denis' style.
Plus, like you get Jason Momoa in there.
He's got to make
a couple jokes, you know, because Jason Momoa is.
Do you think they're gonna play Iggy Thump and he's gonna like go into the sand ocean and get swallowed by a big sandworm?
Oh, I fucking hope. No, dude, he'd be fighting the Harkonnen in slow mo. It'd be dope.
All right, I know nothing. I know nothing about Dune, so maybe I will do my due diligence.
Well, I could spoil it right now for everybody.
Don't do it, Josh. Don't do it.
No, it looks really fucking cool. I'm really looking forward to it.
I mean, the real answer is we could go watch it in the theater and then just watch it again at home.
Yeah, right. Because isn't it? It's WB. Right?
Yeah, it's on HBO Max day and date. So,
I mean, we've got the surround sound up here.
It's true, but your TV is only 1080p.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I forgot. I forget. I'm willing to drop down a notch, one notch. And you're
That's
right.
Like, I talk shit about the things I give you.
I was gonna say that was your TV, and you were like, "Man, it's in 1080p, so cool."
Well, yes, coming up from the other 720p. Josh, I need all the Ks, at least 4 of them.
Do they have a 5K?
Well, in terms of like TVs, no, they jumped straight up to 8K. There's nothing in the world to put 8K unless you put a computer up to it and had your own 8K footage to put onto it.
Yeah.
There's no reason to buy one. No. But no, there's like 5 and 6K monitors.
I knew there were there were for computers and stuff. I was just wondering about TVs.
Nope, they're gonna jump straight to 8K. That's gonna be a long time. 4K is gonna be the standard for a while.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why? The big thing with TVs now, they're like, the 4K panels are good. Let's get variable refresh rate on them and give them a little higher hertz, and then people can play games on them better.
Yeah.
So that's always fun. Anyway, that's Black Widow and other stuff.
And some Dune.
We're going to move on. I don't know if we're going to talk about all 3 of these movies, Josh. So what would you rather talk about? Unhinged or The Tomorrow War?
I really don't have a lot to say about Unhinged.
Yeah, either do I.
It is a movie. It is a movie that is about 2 decades late.
Yeah. Yes.
There we go. That would have been a kill if that was in the 90s when cell phones were first a thing.
Very scary.
It would have been probably people would have been like, dude, this movie's tense, man.
Yeah, right. You know what? You're correct. The tension in this movie, there was almost none. We were just yelling that everybody was doing something stupid.
Oh yeah, everybody in that movie makes the dumbest choices. Stars Russell Crowe, and I don't know who the girl is.
Either do I.
But
Russell Crowe is unhinged.
Yeah, Russell Crowe
he's got some road rage.
Yeah, Russell Crowe himself is unhinged.
Yeah.
I don't know if he is now in his old age.
But in the younger days, told you, he didn't even know that he was in a movie. They just honked at him in traffic and filmed the results, like Bad Grandpa or that Eric Andre movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's just running people over. Nobody
That's
cares.
just what he does.
Yeah. This is
crazy. He stabs
people with phones.
Yeah.
Fighting round the world.
Stabs divorce lawyers in the neck.
Yeah,
with a butter knife.
And he didn't even. Did you watch too? It's not the fucking buttery end. It's the fucking handle. He jams the handle through the back of his neck. Unhinged is a weird movie. It's free on Amazon.
Yeah,
watch it.
You can watch that. But another movie, an Amazon original.
Oh God, technically,
whatever. Paramount made it. They sold it off to him.
Yeah.
Like the Tomorrow War.
Oh boy. Wow, that's the first time you've said that name right. You usually call it Future Wars.
I usually call it Future Wars. But I got to make sure people know what we're actually talking about.
The Tomorrow War. The Tomorrow War. A sci-fi movie that couldn't decide what sci-fi movie it wanted to be, so it decided to be all of them.
It wanted to do everything. Everything.
None of it makes any sense or carries any weight. Dude, fucking guy was still in his chef uniform and a bulletproof vest.
Yes, dude.
Hat and everything.
You want to know another thing? The whole middle bit, the sentimental part.
Oh, God.
With Yvonne Stravinsky. Yeah, fucking Handmaid's Tale.
Chuck.
Fucking
Mass Effect.
That whole bit, it doesn't matter.
No.
They figured out. Three people figured out where they were based off of a child's
volcano project,
volcano knowledge.
Which, dude, clearly smarter than every scientist in the world.
They killed nobody. Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, send people to the future to fight them. That's the best." And nobody ever thought to do anything else. Then finally, 4 people thought to do something else because one lady in the future thought of it. His daughter. Spoilers. And here's the thing. You need to mass produce this anti-venom or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh
a
my
toxin.
God. The fact that his character clearly did not listen at all to that plan drove me nuts.
They injected 4 aliens and then blew all of the rest up and then Sword fought another one. So that whole part of him and his daughter in the future didn't matter.
No.
It just gave him the motivation to do what apparently nobody else in the world thought to do.
I know.
Instead of just sending people in their chef outfits to the future to die.
Okay, the plot of the Tomorrow War. We have to get into this because it's the dumbest fucking idea ever. They're like, we'll do Terminator.
Yes.
But we're going to do it backwards.
Yes.
And it's stupid.
And time, well, at least they were like,
their
time on both sides always moves forward, and you can only go back and forth between the 2 times.
You can only do 30 years.
Yeah, that's it. So there's no retrying after a certain bit. However, you have 30 years to try to fix the problem before it even happens. They're like, no, send people to the future to help to die.
Well, dude, if you remember, basically in the future, 30 years in the future, monsters take over the world and they're just killing people left and right, and humanity's on its last legs. I think they said there's only like 5,000 people left or something ridiculous. 50,000 or something
50,
like that.
000.
Yeah.
I think they said less than 100,000.
Less than 100,000, something like that. Yeah. And the last bastion of humanity, this giant fucking oil rig that houses the time machine and everything.
Yeah.
By the way, there were enough busted down ships. That fucking fortress should have been impregnable. Like, there's no way that it was so shitty. Anyway, they come up with this brilliant idea that they stole from South Park called Operation Human Shield.
Yeah.
And they just come back in time, and instead of being like, hey,
this is going to happen. Bad. Work on it. Try to find where they're going to come. Here's all the information we have. Change it. Make sure this future that we came from never happens. No.
Global warming.
Yeah. Yes, and it is also the real enemy is global warming.
Yeah.
Which is pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially since they go and blow up the polar ice caps, but whatever.
Yeah. That's not going to cause a huge problem.
But remember, that's how they killed them, with explosives. The toxin was never a thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Everybody goes and they serve their way. They get 24 hours of training. They get
24. Well, they were supposed to get a week.
They were
because they go on the Sabbath.
It's 2 weeks. Yeah, the Sabbath, because the monsters take a day of rest,
which never came up outside of dialogue.
Nope.
There was never a day where that was actually a thing.
No, because they say like, no, the Sabbath's coming up, and he looks at his watch and he's like, yeah, I gotta get
Well,
out
he's
of here.
like, oh, we're leaving before that because we came early, and she's like, oh yeah. So twice it came up in dialogue, but it was never like a day where you see what humanity does on the Sabbath.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. So fucking Chris Pratt was a Marine with delusions of grandeur of becoming a super scientist, which we never see him be good at science. He just names shit that you learn in high school, junior high, and elementary. And everybody's like, you're so smart. You're going to be great at this. Then he has his moment to shine when he goes to the future and finds out his daughter is the
leader person.
Sarah Connor.
Yeah, basically.
And fucking John Connor. And
well, depending on what timeline you're in. Because remember, Emily, Amelia.
No.
God, I can't think of her name now.
Dark Fate. Yeah, no. He has this moment to shine and prove to at least me that he's worthy of this highfalutin fucking R&D military job that he so badly wants. And he doesn't do shit. His daughter does everything. And he's just like, oh, did you put him in a blender? You know, like...
But remember, Josh, he saves humanity.
By blowing them.
He needed his papa's help.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he needed
J.K. Simmons, who's ripped. Which, by the way...
I remember that happening and people taking pictures and being like, J.K. Simmons is getting ripped for Batman. So I was just like, okay, I guess he's getting ripped.
You know what
my
wife told me last night? That she doesn't like it. And I was like, what do you want him? What? She's like, I don't like it. I'm like, what?
No old man should be that buff.
He looks weird. And I'm like, I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know what to say.
Sorry.
Because I think he's showing his guns off in a new State Farm commercial or something.
Should.
So
right. I mean, let the man be buff.
I know. I'm like, leave him alone.
Right? No. Everybody praised Hugh Jackman.
Be flabbier.
She wants J. Jonah. She doesn't want G.I. Joe.
Sure. Anyway.
Yeah, no.
First of all, the time travel, and then all of a sudden now he's wrapped up in it. Now we're in the future. Now it's like an alien fucking it's like an army movie against
this movie
aliens.
is like, this movie
then
is
you
like...
think it's going to be over because there's a whole Terminator bit and a whole like Interstellar kind of thing going on with him and his daughter.
Yeah.
Then we go back. The movie's not even close to over.
No, the movie has to actually end.
He completely ignores his admittedly flawed plan of his daughter's. He comes up with a new plan.
It wasn't a bad idea. It's just totally unnecessary.
Sit and wait for them. How about we find them? At least he did that better.
Yeah.
But then like the governments are like, we're not going to help. And then
we don't know anybody from the future
he's like,
anymore.
And he's like, doesn't lay out the details of what happened. Instead, he like is calling in favors. Then they go to Antarctica or Russia, Arctic Russia area.
Yeah. Deep North Russia.
Yeah, and are like, we found him because we know about volcanic ash and global warming. And that's where they're going to come from because they're already here. They don't land at that time. They crashed here.
I just remember they were like, they came out of nowhere.
And there was a Prometheus angle as well.
I was just like, Ryan.
Yeah.
Is this global warming?
It was global warming. And there was a Prometheus angle as well.
Oh,
where the pilots were different
much
from the army.
Well, yeah, things, that's the alien mythos in general. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's just like.
And then they blow him up, and then they and then J.K. Simmons and Chris Pratt sword fight an alien for a while.
Yeah, they sword fight an alien with their rifles.
Yes.
And a claw from another one.
Yeah, and like the pick for ice climbing.
I did like watching that guy use that buzzsaw on that alien. That was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Warhammer vibes there. But God, dude. Yeah, this movie is like Starship Troopers, Alien, Terminator, Total Recall. Fucking Time Cop. And none of it is done well.
Family drama thrown in for fun.
Oh my God. The family drama is like she's acting her heart out, you know, like she's delivering these stupid fucking lines with enough emotion to where I'm kind of buying it. But at the same time, I'm just like, this is stupid. And then like, just him going back and like synthesize this with the rest of the
yes, but then also like my dad abandoned me and I hate his guts, and then she's like, you abandoned us, and he's like, no,
I would never do that. And then like he won't leave her even though she's not dying. Like she's still there.
Yeah, like you're going back.
He's like, I'm not leaving you, and it's like, you're not leaving her. Go home.
Go home. Yeah, exactly. Go back.
This version doesn't. Do you not know about alternate timelines? Do you not
understand? Yeah, well, that was the whole thing, is everybody acted like paradoxes were not a thing.
Exactly.
Or that you couldn't change the future.
Yeah.
Then until that became the plan.
Yeah, but that was the whole premise of the plan.
Yes, I know. Until it became the plan, everybody acted like that was like, oh, why didn't we think of that?
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
So it wanted to be every movie, and in stages it went through it. So like, and also with his dad, he's just like, yo, and then like he started to have some understanding for his dad after he imaginary left his daughter. Potentially, and something that hasn't happened yet. He had some understanding for his dad, and he found out that like he's just fucked up from Nam.
I really wanted somebody to wake Chris Pratt's character up in that movie and be like, "You're not smart, man. Yeah. Deal with it. You're always going to be a high school science teacher. That's respectable. That's fine."
It was so dumb and so frustrating that it made it very enjoyable to watch.
Yeah. Oh God, I laughed a lot in that. That movie's so fucking stupid, but it's good stupid.
Yeah,
it was a fun. It was a big budget B movie.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like,
no wonder they didn't want to put that in theaters and chance making a return on it. They just sold it to Amazon.
Because this is classic Sci-Fi Channel TV movie.
Yeah.
Like that's back in the day when Sci-Fi Channel was just all science fiction.
Give it a budget and some star power. And
exactly. Look, we've got Ian Ziering or fucking like we dug up Jared
from Subway.
Richard Greco. Almost said Jared Leto, but I meant Richard Greco. Jared from Subway. Ooh. Yeah, why are you looking at my kid like that?
Jesus Christ. Can't put him in this movie. God, what a creep.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Subway was real quick to throw Michelle Obama on all their tables.
Anyway,
get him out of here.
Yeah, the movie is so dumb. It's so just
have fun, please. Yeah. Please watch it. Please have fun. It is really stupid, but it is a fun ride. Good action.
Yeah.
Well,
some of it looks. Yeah.
Some of it, yeah.
It's
the alien design is really cool. Mm-hmm. I like the creatures. Very, very cool looking animals. But
some good ideas inside of overall really bad ideas.
Yeah, the basic plot of going back and grabbing people to come to the future is so
instead
stupid.
of telling them, "Hey, how about be prepared because we were ambushed," instead of come and help us while we're already overrun, they should have just come back to warn and be like, instead of sending all of our soldiers forward, be like, "Hey, prepare. This is what kind of weaponry works. Be ready when they're going to be here and nip it in the bud before it becomes what it is now." Yeah. Instead, they were like, "No, send the population to die now."
Yeah, see,
so some of the fun ideas that they had inside of the bad idea, by what I mean by that, is they're going around trying to select people who are already going to be dead in that time, so they're not creating problems.
Yeah.
Of like a soldier who's doing something and you send him forward and then he dies. And that causes... So there was a tiny bit of understanding of paradox.
Yeah.
The littlest bit.
Yeah.
That was okay. But overall, nobody acted like they knew how time travel worked.
No, dude, no. And I feel like the only reason they were bringing people forward was for the writer of the film to feel like he'd done something original.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, it's so good."
He's like, time travel's dope, man, but they always send a guy back. And it's always one guy.
To change the future. Why don't we go to the future to change the future?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. You done changed the game, kid. Oh, and the Hollywood execs are like, "Money, Paramount." It's like, you got Chris Pratt on board. You got that Betty Gilpin. Oh, shit.
Hundreds.
Yeah. They did the taiga on him.
The movie's so dumb.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's bad. And it's very enjoyable to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Befuddled.
It's too long. That's its biggest problem.
Because it has to be every movie.
Yeah, exactly.
That takes 2.5 hours.
The movie ends.
I honestly,
and then it kept going.
Dude, it had the dramatic ending. It had the PTSD, the like he sees his kid again, and you're like, I understand that it's gonna be, that things are gonna be different, and I have hope that this is gonna go right.
Yeah.
Then another fucking 45 minutes of the movie starts, and it's goofy as hell.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, I remember being like, why didn't you just fucking blow it up to begin with?
Yeah, no, they had to go and do that because, oh shit, we already did the Venom thing. Fuck. Well, they'll use it once and it's gonna go bad, so then they blow them up.
Well, that's what cracked me up too, was when they were just like, did you bring the charges? And I was like, why do you need anything else?
Yeah, put a bunch of the toxin in there around a bunch of charges and double the fucking scorched earth, you know?
Oh yeah.
But also he got to fucking fight the queen killed his daughter in the future. That's not gonna happen. So it was emotional. Was that supposed to be
the same queen?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
And it remembered him from the future.
Now you're just making shit up. Thing's got omnipotence. It just knows everything all the time. Yeah. No.
Ancient aliens, man.
Oh, God.
I have the hair for it.
You do. You're looking a little bit, what's his name?
I don't remember.
Something Stamos aliens. Or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, you're thinking of...
I'm thinking of the guy that
you're
look
thinking
like.
Of James Stamos.
James Stamos should have been in this movie.
Yeah.
Uncle Jesse. Whooping aliens. See, they would have got James Stamos back in the Sci-Fi Channel days.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there you go, people. You got what you wanted. You wanted the big two. Black Widow, Future War.
Tomorrow War.
And we brought it to you.
We did. We delivered.
We'll be back. I'm going to wrap this up. That's what we got. We both recommend it. It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah,
watch both those movies. And we briefly mentioned Unhinged. Watch Unhinged.
Yeah, you can watch Unhinged. Take it or leave it. But like it's 90 minutes.
It is perfect. A 90-minute movie. It is and it definitely was just a 90-minute movie.
Yeah, we do have some more stuff coming up, so we're gonna it's been a little bit of a crazy time, but we'll be trying to be better about putting these out on time.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of stuff coming up, so that should be fun.
We got Space Jam.
What's the other one on HBO Max right now?
LeBron James. I can't remember what. Is it Space Jam 2 or is it just
A New Legacy?
Space Jam A New Legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that one coming.
Oh.
This is going to be a good one. And then I think we talked about watching No Sudden Move.
Yes, that's the other one.
Yeah, the Steven Soderbergh movie. Mm-hmm. Looks really cool.
And plenty more, whatever. We'll keep you updated. But you can find, we're on all major podcasting apps, including Anchor FM, Apple, Spotify, Google, all that good shit. But if you
whatever tickles your fancy.
If you want to know what's going on, you follow us on Twitter at Mighty Movie Pod on Twitter. That's where you can find all of our stuff, like our new videos, us going live on Twitch, whatever. We are Mighty Fish Productions on Twitch and on YouTube. That is the quickest I've done that. I'm getting a lot more concise with that. Yeah. But we will be on Twitch and stuff.
You didn't do your head spin.
True. We will be on Twitch and stuff, and hopefully having new videos come out, which are going to be much better quality, and I look forward to that. I look forward to that a lot. But yeah, we're getting caught up again now, so we should be good. You got anything to say to the people, Josh? I always wrap these up. I never let you say your piece.
Yeah, because I always botch it.
But I did it so concise. Like
I know.
Now it's just open floor.
I know, right? Hey guys. I don't have anything to say. Man.
All right. Well, thank you very much for listening again at Mighty Movie Pod on Twitter. We will talk to you in the next one. We won't. You'll listen to us, but we'll be talking to you. Goodbye.
Bye. What the fuck?